right, all of the stars here are your starting points where you will stand. I have randomized in order that will start right here. So step on the thing as I call you. Daniel, turn. You will move into an adjacent square, not diagonal. You can not go diagonal. You have to go one side or the other. Daniel. Keith, pick it up. Go ahead and read it out loud for everybody to hear.
At any point before you are eliminated, you may switch spots with any other player. You must announce you are using this advantage on your turn before you move. This will count as your move, and the player who was previously after you will continue the challenge.
Okay, so the order. Congratulations yet again.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
What move?
Voting Angela.
You guys need to be
On one hand, that puts a vote on the jury for you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I'm gonna use the delegate. Okay. So who didn't use it last time? I thought about it, but I didn't know who to take it away from. So I'm gonna use it. I just started remembering. I don't know. Why do you do this?
He's always act like I've been here the whole conversation.
Yes, that thing. That's just getting to me like, yeah, we're gonna vote you out. I'd be like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, especially when you just say it, you know? So if it's ever, just say it, you know? Let's keep it real.
Do we want to just like make it public, or we want to
This is what we're thinking.
it was just all standing out in a
Wait,
circle.
Did you guys throw out a name? We did.
Yeah.
What name? It starts with a T and ends with a J. Oh, okay.
I was thinking Mark or Jesse.
These people are so much fun to play with, you know?
I know. This
You
is
guys
weird.
having a good time. It just became a name. Like, that's kind of
Yeah. It's
because everyone's so nice to play with. I mean,
yeah. So it is getting harder and harder. I'm with you. You're my winner pick, of course. I like to see a good winner pick. Jessica's my winner pick, and
I was definitely not. You did not even vote for me. You voted for Bethany.
well, because she voted me out, and I thought she did it too soon. So, but going into it, she was my winner pick, and I'm big on this. Katie wanted me to work with you, obviously.
Who are you gonna vote for?
Can we, I'm good if you guys are good. I think we're at a final 8 right now, so this is where, final 5 continues to make that shift.
yeah, out of no particular reason.
Okay.
So if you think that we can sway them to the other person, then what's the consensus?
If we did DJ on board, which I think you basically already did.
I'm so sorry.
Did you? Okay. You do your thing.
Then I think the power play doesn't matter.
Which power play?
The power play is if he the lane, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
And get him out.
You can override it.
We want it out.
Okay.
And like the best he's gonna do is
And we
that
want
5.
Okay.
Okay. Are you good then? Yeah. I mean, it just is what it is at this point. So.
Who are you guys voting for?
Did you? Things have changed. Over.
I would prefer Joshua to Lane because Lane has been with me the entire time. I think we've been on every tribe together, maybe once.
But
Josh.
he's not.
I know. I know. And
He's coming down.
I know. I gotta cut him at some point. And I feel like he's like my, buddy. Like.
You could vote for someone else.
The longer
I know
we let it go, the more power we have.
And Keaton's gonna vote for Lane or Josh. So we can't get them in the final.
They're really strong.
Lane can. Yeah. Okay.
I'll get it in at 5-3.
you
If we
okay
did
with
our
that?
5 and BJ's.
You don't have to say you started. Morally, consciously.
You guys are my stronger alliance. I know that I've kind of been Lane's advocate. Lane's advocate the last one. But if it's time for Lane to go, I can support him. I did want to.
Do you have something?
I got nothing up my sleeve. I wanted Josh to go before Lane because Lane and I have been working. Like, we've been like every tribe together, maybe save ones.
So with that challenge, Keith, impressive win. You didn't even need your advantage that you got. Let's go back to the last challenge. I want to look through some of the answers to that one because we didn't get to really unpack that. And honestly, there's nothing juicy about that challenge to unpack. So, throw out some of the things you remember from the previous challenge, the answers that there were. Because I forget. I can go get the paper, but if you remember them, that's better. What were some of the ones you remember?
I was the most stubborn.
Most stubborn? How do you feel about being the most stubborn?
I really don't. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Any others?
I think I was in there with you.
Were you?
You were stubborn too. A couple stubborn people. What else? I have a feeling this is another 11th minute discussion happening. It's alright.
What was the question, Jeff?
What were some of the things you remember from the touchy subjects challenge? The where you not this past one, the previous one.
Yeah. I honestly was kind of touched. Some of the things that you guys voted for me on, I really felt honored. So,
Okay.
You are now my mother.
Yeah. Thank you guys. It was very, inspiring.
Okay. So touched. If you got an answer that was kind of somewhat negative, does that bug you, or do you just think like, oh, it's whatever?
I think it's just a game. Anyone sitting here has the ability to win.
Okay.
It's terrible to even talk like who you want off.
Sure.
Everyone here is on the even playing field of winning.
Okay. But the nature of the game is you got to vote somebody each round, and only one person will win. So how do you figure out who that person is going to be? How do you make those moves to make sure it's you? Probably by talking during tribal council to make sure everything's going according to plan. But is there anything else? What about if you got some of the good answers? Like Daniel, you mentioned you were touched. Are you also a little worried based on some of the answers, or not really?
But I also voted for myself in the ones that would
Okay.
worry me. So
Okay.
hope there's some self-recognition,
There you go.
self-awareness.
Okay. We're gonna get to it because we don't have too much time. So
I'm going to use my double vote.
Okay, bring it down. All right. This is a secret advantage in the game. Lane has the right to steal a vote from another player and cast a second vote. Lane, would you choose the player that will not be voting?
Sorry.
All right, DJ, you will not vote. Lane, you will vote twice.
It's every 3 seconds.
Who's changing their mind?
Everyone, the whole team, and they're not telling me.
What did you think might happen?
I thought it was Lane, then I thought it was DJ, then I thought it was Daniel. Now I think it's back to Lane, but I'm not sure because they're being really secretive.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Who's immune?
Am I writing this down or am I just telling you?
Who is it?
Daniel. But we tried to get a thing together to vote him out, but
Who'd you say?
didn't get enough traction.
Who'd you want to get together?
The rest of the guys.
Hmm.
But couldn't get enough traction, so it fell apart.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not happening.
Well, go ahead and write down whatever name you choose to.
Go for it. Probably the only one that wants it.
Okay.
He knows I might vote.
Gotta go with your gut sometimes.
And send.
Daniel.
And send.
Okay, so from my understanding, the final five is going to be Daniel, Caitlin, me, Nathan, and Rachel. The struggle is, I know that with that final five, I'm not winning it. I know that. So the desire is totally to vote Daniel out because he's very likely to win.
Okay. So how do you?
But I've already kind of given the loyalty, and so it's like, it's hard.
Giving your loyalty to who?
To the final five. At this time, I think loyalty is important.
Okay.
I think if I stick with it for now, yeah, maybe burn a few bridges, but maybe it'll be respected in the end if I make it to the final 2 or 3 somehow.
Okay.
But I hate playing the numbers. I didn't think it was going this way. Sucks.
All right. Thanks to ladies.
This is sad.
What's going on?
Well, there's nothing against this person. It's just coming down to kind of what name is most common.
Okay.
Thankfully, the power play is
off the board. There's just lots of sudden changes these last few rounds. Probably just to do with time. Yep. Makes me feel insecure, but okay.
I'm kind of worried I haven't made the moves that were obvious, but that angel one was literally Keaton. I was so loyal to him, and I protected him 2 times when he had Isles. I told him to play him, and then I was loyal to the end. But I don't know if people are seeing that. Is to make it to the final 5 with the people that have been voting with me loyally. Hope that they vote with me if they make it to the jury. I just am so loyal to the people that I'm loyal to right now, and so now it's getting down to it, I feel like crap.
Okay.
But the ones that we just cut off, wait about. I'm so nervous now.
What?
That I got it wrong. I just need to like triple check.
Throw a vote down real quick.
DJ, let him in. Whenever Mindy went, final 5 was blown up.
Okay.
I'll keep it on. Hope these 3 votes can help me win.
All right. Thank you for hitting the India. Oh, I like that. And you want to play it? Now's the time to do so. Okay. I will read the votes. First vote. DJ. Second vote. Daniel. Third vote. DJ. Fourth vote. DJ. Fifth vote. DJ. Sixth vote, and the 13th person voted out, and the 6th member of our jury. I think that's right. DJ. No. DJ. Sorry, but just next time I'll buy you a snuffer. Oh, thank you. Yeah. The blowing it out's working, but the snuffer would be fine. If you've ever played this game before, you will recognize it by a few different names, maybe ladder ball. I think people call it like hillbilly golf or something. Right? Thank you. There you go. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. All right, you got 10 minutes. Good job.
If they also say something about dating with the girls, because I haven't talked to them as much. I really don't trust them as much.
Okay.
He said kind of the same thing, just how he hasn't talked to them as much. He did say you. I figured because. So
I thought it was gonna. Can I wear it for like 20 minutes? I've never had it around my neck.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
I figured I was going at this round, but then I won this somehow, so I was like, well, no, I guess not.
You can always give it up if you want to give it to me.
That's all right.
Don't give it up. That's the stupidest thing. Keep that around your neck.
I'm sad I didn't win that. It was so close. But it was really fun, and I haven't played that in years.
It goes down to the last 3?
Make the talking round short? No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
4 minutes.
So what's that about? Just already pretty set?
We decided we're not voting and we're all putting our votes.
Yeah, we've really
That was our bonded together. We like our friendships.
So obviously, I guess if everyone consented to the voting being cut short, that means either 1, the person who's going knows that it's them, or 2, everybody feels okay.
I'm 90% sure Daniel's gonna win it. I'm not gonna vote him out, but I'm 90% sure he's gonna win it.
Come on, guys!
Okay.
Yeah, shit.
We're just voting down for final winner. He's that confident.
All right. Any other thoughts? I don't really know what to say after that.
So everyone feels safe?
Yeah, does everyone feel safe, or does someone volunteer that, like, I think
You can
I don't think you're right to say everyone feels safe, but everybody, I think, feels pretty good about each other, which probably is why we wanted to cut it short.
Okay.
If that makes sense, but
So nobody's willing to say, like, yeah, I realize it's probably me. Everyone thinks it's not me, or am I wrong?
Just waiting for that hammer.
Yeah, well, if that's the case and everyone thinks they're safe, obviously someone made a potentially 4-minute mistake.
If somebody just doesn't want to volunteer that maybe they think it's them, that's okay too, but we will see. We are going to get to the vote unless there's anything else. All right, Josh.
I'm voting for Keith. Is it EI? I don't remember.
Why?
Because the group's decided it's time for him to be done.
The whole group decided?
No, part of the group did.
Who is that part?
Who are you working with right now?
Daniel and Caitlin and Lane. I think Lane's in it. And
Okay.
Pretty much.
Who do you...
It would have been me this round if I didn't win the aisle.
So I guess, well, that answers my question there. I was going to say, what are you going to do in order to make sure that you're the winner, but...
win the next challenge.
There you go. Okay.
I think the reason we didn't want to talk long is because we all feel pretty good about each other. So any more talking just gets more dangerous.
Is that the person that's going home?
Who decided?
I think it's going to be 5-2. It could be 4-3. Assuming Daniel is the likely winner and Caitlin is not willing to vote him out, then it's going to be up to the rest of the three of us that are in this final five to do it.
Keith can do it, and who else?
Rachel, I'm not really sure yet. I think she might be.
Okay.
And I can kind of go either way. I'm okay with going to final three with Daniel because I think I'll have some on my side, but I don't think I'll win. I try to play it to win.
Play the winner.
Because that's the principle.
Okay.
Honestly, what were the two questions?
Your vote. Why your vote? And then...
Why? Because honestly, he's the least of my alliance.
Okay.
He has played a really good game. He probably has the least enemies on the jury, for sure. Mostly because it's coming down to the wire of the people on my alliance. And I want to know, like, honest integrity, I would rather go to the end with the people that I absolutely want to go to the end with. And possibly lose. I think that I could. I have a good game and I want to win. I think that if I went to the
So how do you make sure that you win? What's that look like for you?
I think what that looks like for me is explaining why loyalty to those who made it, and honestly, that's $1 million mistake, I'm sure. But I'm just not.
Do you think people will be open to that, or not so much?
I don't know. I'm just not willing to write certain people's names down, and that's okay because I'd rather see a friend win. But I think that I have a pretty good game.
Okay.
I feel like I've done a lot of underlying big moves. People might not have seen them. I think that Daniel does have a really big possibility, and I think that the smart move, if I was playing this game cutthroat, would be voting him out.
Okay.
But honestly, he's protected too. So there was a possible boys alliance that I know that he nipped in the bud.
Okay.
Get the biggest threat out and not write their name down.
All right. Well.
That is my next gameplay. Let's see if it happens.
Lane, you're going to play your idol, but I'm still going to vote for you so I can keep in with the other people. Keith is going home with 2 votes, maybe 3 if Caitlin went on it. And then Rachel, Nathaniel, Caitlin and I will be in an alliance. I still want to keep trying to work with Lane, but at some point, he's got to go.
I'll take that.
I know that he is an idol, but
Sure.
it's nothing personal, honestly.
Yeah.
These are a really good group of people.
Yeah.
So
I like everybody who's playing, so it's hard every
me
time.
too.
Basically, kind of has my name out there, so I'm gonna have to use my idol. And
So you're planning on using your idol. What do you think the votes are?
I think there's like a couple for really everyone, but I think the consensus is kind of my name. So
Okay. Who do you think you can trust the most?
I got Daniel on my side, Josh is yours.
Okay.
Josh is with me as well.
So you think they'll vote with you this time? Okay.
I need to win at least one more immunity and start exposing how other people are more powerful than me.
Who are those people?
Yeah.
Nathaniel's very good at persuading.
Okay.
Keith kind of has it out for me right now, so
You think those are people who can beat
Nathaniel
you?
and Keith, Nathaniel and Keith are gonna like try to.
So who would you be looking to go to the end with out of the group?
Daniel and Josh.
You think you got a good shot against Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay. What you think's gonna happen with that?
I'm hoping this is actually the way it went.
Okay.
But it may be me this one.
Okay.
So,
And then I would like to also know, how are you gonna be the sole survivor this season?
I don't think I'm going to be.
You just kind of accepted it.
I'm really hoping that by playing the underdog that maybe I'll get the votes.
Okay.
Because if everybody thinks Daniel's gonna win it, maybe they won't want him to. Who do I need to get out?
Yeah.
Daniel. Who am I gonna get out? Not Daniel. I think if I tried to pit myself against him, I'm definitely out.
Is it because he has a lot of
He's-
allies,
yeah.
or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The
Right.
loyalty there is, and that's why the top is here, is because there's loyalty.
Okay.
And you just, once there's loyalty,
Okay.
yeah.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. Okay. Thank you. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes for Lane will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote. Lane does not count. Second vote. Lane does not count. Third vote. Lane does not count. Fourth vote. Lane does not count. Fifth vote. Lane does not count. Be the sixth vote, I believe. Sixth vote. Keith. Seventh vote. And final vote. And the, help me out here, 14th person voted out, and the 7th member of our jury, Keith. Alright. Can I call it?
Yep.
Alright.
Do you have something else? I've got nothing up my sleeve. DJ, let him in. Whenever Mindy went, Final 5 was blown up.
Okay.
I'll keep it on. Hope these 3 votes can help me win.
Alright, thank you.